Hello, everybody. Jonathan Small here, and I want to help those healthcare professionals that are looking to either start their business or maybe you already have a business and you're looking to grow a business. I have an excellent article about what you need to do in order to make that extra income or to move from full-time employee to a full-time business owner. And I would like to go over 10 tips that's really going to help you start your business or either grow your business. Now, I have used a number of these tips to grow my own businesses as well as to help others. And I know that you're going to find these tips very beneficial, and I'll actually tell you how I have used them and how others have used them successfully. And now I have been in business since the early 2000s, and this is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something that I made a lot of mistakes early on in my career, and by getting coaching, by getting mentors, and by actually going through business experience, I want to share these tips with you so you don't make those same mistakes and it can jumpstart your business. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so 10 tips to start or grow your business. Number one, which is really important, look to partner with companies that are already recruiting nurses. We have a very special talent, very special skill set, education, a license that no other people actually have. So when I approach a healthcare company or I approach a company that actually needs a nurse, I am going to be that perfect fit for that person because it's not like they can go out and just get any nurse. There are a lot of nurses out there. However, there's not a lot of nurses that are really interested in business. And so that's why you really want to partner with companies that are looking to recruit nurses because they know the value of having a nurse on their team, the value of having a nurse or a healthcare professional. Maybe you're a physical therapist, a mental health therapist, a provider, a dentist. These are the people that they need to represent their brand and give them credibility. Healthcare professionals, we are in the top 5 professions that are the most trusted. So not only do we have a special skill set, but when we talk with vendors, when we talk with business owners, when we talk with customers, also know that a trust factor is also coming along with the fact that you are a healthcare professional. Number two, we need to start our businesses while we're still employed. I see a number of people who actually leave their job and now you have the stress of trying to pay bills and to run a business. When I first started my business, I was actually working a full-time job and I didn't have to worry about paying the bills, which allowed me to focus on actually growing my business and starting my business. I've also noticed too, when you start your business while you're still employed, now you have a stream of income coming in to actually help to fund your business, which is always helpful because your business is going to need an injection of money. And later on, we'll actually talk about how to get that money. Another reason why I highly recommend this is because I have noticed that my attitude, that people that I coach, their attitude about their full-time work completely changes when you have an extra stream of income coming in. All of a sudden, you have a little bit of more confidence, which actually helps you at your full-time employed position. Imagine going to work and your business is now giving you an income where you don't have to work. You actually start to look at problems at your job a little bit differently. You start to think about your boss a little bit differently because now you value yourself more because you actually have a business to back you up. And when I did my business, one of the biggest mistakes that I first made was I did it alone. For some reason, I thought that I had to do this alone. And you know that I'm all about networking. And when you try to do anything alone, it just doesn't work out. Think about it. When you get your assignment of 2 ICU patients or 4 acute care sick patients, or maybe you're on the night shift and you're flexed up to like 8 patients. Could you imagine doing that all by yourself? Now imagine if you had another nurse to actually help you out. You had other qualified patient care techs to help you out. You had a provider that's actually on the floor to help you out. You do patient care differently. So why wouldn't we do business the same way? Don't do it alone. And we'll talk a little bit more about this, about some of the people that I actually have on my team that help me with my businesses, because there is no way that I can do it alone. And I urge you not to do it alone. All right, so you partner with other people, you're not doing it alone, you're still working your job, get some customers. One of the very first things that I want you to do when you get your business is to start selling right away. I know you feel like your product is not where you want it to be. I know your service doesn't have all the bells and whistles that you want it to have. I know that you want to offer a very high quality product. I highly encourage you, start selling right away. One of the biggest things that you're going to find out is, what do people want? You're not going to know what people want. That's why you want to go ahead and launch your product, launch your service, so that you can start getting customers, so that you can start getting feedback. A lot of times we are building the wrong product, the wrong service, and we don't know because we haven't launched it to customers. We haven't presented it to customers to say, hey, is your price too high? Is your price too low? This is the actual service that I want. Because you really need that feedback right away. Launch quickly. Now, I have a bachelor's in business. I also have an MBA, and one of the things that we did extensively in that program was write a business plan. Now, here's my thoughts about business plan. This is my just 2 cents. You do not have to have a traditional business plan, meaning what you would download online from SCORE, Small Business Association. Those are great starts. However, when I'm talking about a business plan, I'm talking about actually having a strategy, actually doing some research and finding out, what do people actually want? Where do you want to go with this? Who are you going to partner with? Those are the things that you really need to answer. And it doesn't have to be in this pretty format that you find online, but you do need to have a plan. Write it out, share it with others, get feedback from your partners that you are partnering with. And that is what I'm talking about having a plan. That plan will change as your business changes, as customers let you know what they want. But the key is to have a plan. And part of having a plan is doing research. And when I'm talking about research, I want to know, are there other people out there doing what I do? And are they successful at it? Now, here's the deal. If you are in a space offering a product, offering a service where there's other people that's out there doing it and they're doing well, that's a key that you will actually probably do well. Okay. Now, if you are offering a service or a product where no one else is offering it, that's going to be a little bit difficult because, one, you don't even know if people want it, or maybe people have already tried to do what you are offering and it hasn't been successful. Okay. So I actually want to offer a product, a service that has already been tried and tested, proven to the market. I know that people want it, and that's the area that I want to go into. Do not be the one to fail first in a new space. I'd rather be the third, fourth, fifth to be successful in a space where people have already tried it out. Let's take Uber and Lyft, for example. Uber actually did something new. It wasn't really too new because they still had taxis, but the whole concept of how they were going to do it was pretty new, right? So there was a lot of risk, there was a lot of investment. And I know people always want to be first to do things because it's sexy, it's fun, but it's extremely risky. And that's a risk that you don't have to take. Now, Uber did it, they were successful with it. And guess what? Lyft comes along and says, hey, Uber, you've already done this. I know it works. I see what people want. I see where you failed. I'm seeing where you succeed. And I'm going to do the same thing. Lyft is not as sexy, but guess what? It's not as risky either, because now I'm just following someone else that has already shown proof of concept, and I just need to do it better than them, or I just need to do it a little slightly different than them. That's what I want you to focus on. when you're doing your business plan, when you're doing your research. And so remember, I was telling you, I'm not going to do business alone. I don't want you to do business alone. You need people to help grow your business. Seek professional help. Now, here's the thing. I have a bachelor's in business. I also have a master's in business. I actually have an accountant and a financial planner on my team. Now, think about this. I have a degree in business, a master's in business. I have an accountant to do one thing and a financial planner to do one thing because they are professionals in their line of work. I need each of those people on my team. Okay. In my courses, I show you how you can find those people, but you need professionals to help grow your business. Do not do this alone. I know a lot of people think, oh, professionals cost they're expensive, or I don't want to partner with somebody. Let me tell you what's expensive. Failing. That's expensive. I would rather have 10% of 100 than 100% of zero, or 100% of one, or 100% of two. Okay. You need other people to help grow your business. Don't do this alone. In order to grow your business, you're going to need cash, moolah. Okay. It is expensive to start a business. However, you can also do it on a shoestring budget. I encourage you to do it on a shoestring budget. I encourage you to do it while you are still working. One of the major reasons why I encourage you to do it while you're still working is because when you're spending your own money, all of a sudden you spend that money a lot more wisely. You think about every last single penny, because every last single penny that you're spending has to now actually be earned by you. That's why banks don't really want to loan individuals money, is because when I give you my money, you don't treat it the same as when you do your own money. I personally have never taken a bank loan to start any of my businesses. I've started with a shoestring budget. When I wrote my first book, I had to do my own publishing. I had to do my own writing. The money that I made from that book, I then rolled it over into my mobile app business. That's what I used to find my developers. I did that on a shoestring budget. Now I'm getting income from a book. Now I'm getting income from a mobile app. I use that money to then launch my physical products on Amazon. I'm now using the money from the mobile app, from the book, and now another stream of income from my physical products. And I valued my money because I had to work hard for my money. I didn't take money from other people. They weren't offering it. I wasn't really looking for it either. I highly encourage you, keep your job as you start and grow your business. I personally, I'm not going to look to a bank to fund my dream, my desire. From my experience, banks don't really care about my dreams, my desires. They actually have their own dreams and desires, and it doesn't line up with mine. However, when I put my own money to work, I'm going to make sure that it works. And then these last two, when you run your business, we are professionals. So we're professionals in healthcare. We're going to be professionals in the business world as well. So that means that I need to make sure that my business is legal. Get your proper licenses. Make sure that your taxes are in proper order. If you need to get employer identification, get your employer identification. But all of these things are going to help you to grow your business and to start your business. And when you do it professionally from the get-go, when you get your licenses and all your credentials, now you're able to sell the products and services and drastically grow your business. All right, these are my top 10 tips to start and grow your business. Please reach out to me. I would love to get your feedback. If you need any help whatsoever, whether it's to grow your business or to look at your LinkedIn profile, because I am all about networking, please reach out to me. Thank you so much. I am Jonathan Small, and I look forward to working with you.